Hello, everyone. We are here with another episode of A Dance of Fire and Ice, and we're just going to be playing some more customs. It's kind of like a little in-between video between the second stream and third stream of the Faint charts that I've been playing recently, and that's been quite fun. Watch those streams, by the way, because they are part of the main series, I'd like to say. I'll probably include them all into the spreadsheet eventually. Just give me some time and I'll eventually put it in there. But regardless, I would like to still play some more custom levels, so let's get started. Alright, so we have our first custom level, but we have some tutorials, which might prove to be a little familiar to a custom level I've already played. The Envision tiles indicates forward straight path. Lawn on unknown 1. Very, very simple. Law on unknown 2. The sign tiles tells when and where to turn the angle. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's it? Alright. Seems, this is, quite clear as to what this is, but let's get into that the actual level is. Law on Unknown, composed by Plant Guy and charted by Plant Guy. And this is, supposed to be like an easier version of Fog Seas. It's kind of like a more beginner-friendly introduction to the gimmick. So, it's probably not going to be that tricky at all. But it's probably going to be really nice to look at. I'm wondering if this will get any trickier than that, or if it's really going to be super simple. Alright, let's see now. You're perfect. I mean, all right. It kind of did go a bit more elaborate with that gimmick near the end, but obviously it wasn't as methodical as when like it's a very heavily simplified version of the Fog Seas chart, which makes sense since that is the intention. I do think that it does teach it pretty well, and also it's not going to be too tricky too, because you don't have to worry about the twirl sign tiles, because those are ones that can be really tricky to read. But that was nice to play through. I don't like that. All right, so we have some tutorials to get through for this one, but we are going to go through them all. CR-1, a name that I cannot pronounce at all. Alright. Seems simple enough. CR-2, another name that I cannot pronounce. Okay. Interesting way to end it off. CR-3. Alright, nice. Not too bad, not too bad. CR-4, another name that I cannot pronounce. mean, so far, a lot of these patterns are, like, nothing too crazy. It's like kind of, I guess, going over section by section of the level, I presume. CR-5, another name that I cannot pronounce. Huh? CR-6. Oh, okay, I was wondering if this was going to be a bit more faster, but nah. Oh, alright. CR-7. Man, oh, this is like the Serpentine for 3X coming back. Nice. CR-8. Oh god. Can't believe I almost messed up near the end, but hey, I'll make sure to not do that in the actual level when that pattern disappears. Anyway, we have Chronomia, composed by Lime and charted by Common. So let's get started on this one. So this is part of a level pack called Project Simplify, which I imagine is kind of just having like popular tech charts and having their like respective songs in a more classic format. Which, hey, I can appreciate that. I'm wondering how it's going to turn out though. I'll say it's a lot more active than Misu Guy's version of this chart. World turns beautifully and fleetingly. I think I like barely saw that before the before the level results completely blocked the text. But hey, that was really nice. I really like that. I guess I still have X accuracy on. I mean, I guess I might as well just keep it up. But you know, I'll probably change it back to regular accuracy once I'm done with all the faint charts. But yeah, that was really nice. I really like that chart. Alright, so we have a name that I cannot pronounce, composed by another name that I cannot pronounce, charted by Hotdog. So let's just get started on this one. That's a little weird for me to read. Gotta get used to it. Ooh, dang. That was actually a really, I mean, I guess that to be fair, that was the short version of the song, but dang. That little gimmick though was kind of interesting and fun to read though, once I kind of got used to it. But probably maybe should be a tutorial for that, although I don't know. It's because I recognize it because this is a kind of gimmick that's been used in like in Gurjizver or whatever that chart from Star Fourth that Frum's made. I don't know how to pronounce the song name, but I'll probably like write it up on the screen for you. But anyway, that's kind of why I recognize the gimmick. I was thankfully able to intuitively guess that. It doesn't seem like they're strict tiles though, because I wasn't given the option to put on strict, so I think it's just like a kind of fun tile manip kind of situation. Which hey, I think it's pretty nice. Maybe if there was a tutorial though, but otherwise like this chart was pretty fun to play through. Alright, so we have 24 EEV0 dash money sign composed with Frums and charted by Common. So let's see how this turns out. This might be a bit tricky. Who knows? It's a Frum song, so I expect some weird stuff to happen. Oh, this is like elevator. Oh god. Oh god, okay. Oh, oh! I loved how that like really started to really tense up near the end of that. That was really fun though. Holy crap! Definitely got pretty tricky to handle in some sections, but that was a really fun chart. It's like a spiritual successor to Elevator, but instead of it being like the same rhythm like over and over, like stuff kind of just like adapts onto the fly whenever the BPM kind of gets to a certain threshold, which I really like. Yeah, that was fun though. That was a super fun chart. Well, So Stressed, composed by Glitch Cat and charted by Routestream. I mean, yeah, this chart got featured, so I kind of have to play it now. You know, I'm obligated to play it now. So yeah, super you might have already known, I did make this chart very quickly. And for a personal friend of mine, who actually did really like this chart a lot, though. Although, there is one section that she really struggled at, which is the little hexagon section that happens later on in the chart. I'll mention it when it happens, though. Anyway, I guess it's a good time to really talk about my thoughts about the level while we play through it. So really, this whole chart's premise is that you can kind of see that the white tiles keep on disappearing every single time you approach them. Ideally, the white tiles are basically representing previous patterns, because the song is really repetitive, but the song, I try to kind of expect you to just remember this. I mean, of course, you don't really need to memorize the pattern anyway, because really, you just need to look ahead. But I kind of, indicate which tiles are going to disappear, because you can kind of see that whenever you tap on certain tiles, they turn white. It's like a little hint that kind of tell you that, like, oh, for the next pattern repetition, you should remember these tiles. They're going to disappear. Which finally culminates into this final section. Now, this pattern repeats a lot of times, but a lot of tiles will begin disappearing. So you have to really just... You don't really have to memorize the rhythm, but it does help a lot, especially if you don't want to worry about reciting this ahead. Probably my favorite section of the whole zone. And that's where she really struggled at, because it kind of gets a bit tough if you weren't the gimmick didn't really click in too far, but it's really fun though. I like this chart, really looking back at it retrospectively. It's honestly, unironically, I probably like this chart a lot more than some of the other charts where I spent a lot more time on it, such as Tenko, or not Tenko, not Tenko. I actually like Tenko quite a bit, actually. But more of like, I'd say like Ignition, Lunary, like those charts usually. Still though, I still think that Gyro is like top tier, I still think Gyro is still the best chart that I've ever made to this date, but I am really hoping that eventually I'll be able to make a chart that's better than Gyro. Anyway, hopefully that was fun to watch. Like I said, this chart really only took me like 2 days to make, and it was a quite fun 2 days to actually make this one, and I really always love kind of doing these like shorter charts every single time because they're super fun to make. All right, so we have another chart left on our hands. Just one more. WN-1, Broken Sky. Okay, seeming very foreboding. Ooh, see, I thought that was a hostile, but you never know, you always gotta be cautious. So far, an interesting beginning, because those are some funky rhythms. WN-2, False Calling. Honestly, that was a lot more easier than the first tutorial. WN-3, Loftiness Stare. Inverse Tricilos. Nothing that I haven't seen before, though. But they are funky to play at a faster pace. Okay, Wing, composed by Frums and charted by Hot Duck and Common. This is the easy version, apparently. Oh, well, this looks funky already, though. Huh! Okay. these quantons. You gotta have a fast reaction to these, though. That was really rough. Oh god. Oh, alright. There you go. Wow, nice. That was a really good level, actually. Like, there was like one section that was like a bit questionable to sight read, but otherwise it was pretty alright. It was like that mid section with like that triplet triangle. Like, it felt really confusing to read because it was just so dark, and it felt like a little difficult to see which tiles were overlapping each other. Because honestly, I thought I was supposed to do like a different pattern at first, but I don't know. Regardless, though, it was super fun though. I really like it, but it's just that one section probably could use a little bit of clarity in readability. But besides that, this chart was pretty fantastic. I really like it. Visuals are nice. I thought like initially when we are getting to the end section that it was gonna get a lot more. They were gonna maybe throw in some distraction elements to it, which would have been really fun. But they didn't decide to do that. And I guess to be fair, it is kind of a weird rhythm, so maybe it would have been a little too difficult. But I feel like they could have gotten away with some cooking there. But that was fun though. Really good chart. I really liked it. And that should be it for all the charts of today. Hopefully you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and hopefully I'll see you another day.